lights on in a bit. Let's get it. Where are you? I hate when I do this. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, shalom. Shalom. We live. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it. It's the son of Yahweh. Yahweh Shah 144 coming back to you with another live video. To prophesy the downfall of this wicked system and this wicked society known as America. This wicked, queendom, spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritually known as Egypt. Before we get started, I'm going to face the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder / bishop of Great Millstone, who told me 100% of this truth, who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith, regardless if people hear or forbear. Shalom. Title lesson of this video: you're going to put respect on the names or you're going to die. Without the names, you're going to die. You're going to get left behind. Let's get it. Put respect on the names or you're going to die. It's not an English name and there's no letter J in Hebrew. Gone. Put respect on the names or you're going to die. As simple as that. Let me start off with this right here. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 148 and verse 13. Let them praise the name of the Lord. I'm going to say that again. Let them praise the name of the Lord, for His name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. Without those names, you're going to die. There's no way you're going to make it without those names. You can't call me anything. I can't call you anything. I can't call that person over there anything. You can't call anybody just anything. You must know their name. God. I'm going to read it one more time. This is Psalms 148. Let them praise the name of the Lord. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Let them praise the name of the Lord, for His name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. It's all about the names. If you don't got the names of Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shah, deaf unto you. That means you're not doing thorough research. There's no letter J. There's no letter U. There's no letter E. No Yah, Yahuwah, Yeshua, Jah, Allah, Santa Maria, Hindu god of Sheba, the Egyptian book of the dead. All of that is junk. Tarot. Because you know a lot of these sisters, they into tarot. I can't stand that shit. I hate that shit. I don't like none of that. That shit is witchcraft, wizardry. Spells is being put on you. And they don't even know it. They're not doing a thorough research when they get into things. They just jump into things. They don't even do their research. That's like you turn on the hot water or you just turn on the water in the tub. You don't know if it's lukewarm. You don't know if it's hot. You don't know if it's cold. People just turn on the water and jump in the tub. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time. You just can't call the Lord anything. His name is not God. That's just a title, means power. If you look up the definition of words, you will find that. And it's not Haile Selassie. He told you in Montego Bay, he's just a man. And they got vexed and they walked off. Because that's what a lot of people in the Caribbean believe in right now. They're not doing no thorough research. They're not looking up the words of the Lord. They just following anything, walking and doing anything. In a slumber, spiritually asleep. They have eyes but can't see and ears and they can't hear. Just get this right here. Our people is really asleep right now. They too busy having fun. But when the fun is done, that's when they gonna want to come. Khan, let me fix this right here. Matter of fact, leave it. I'll just block off the calls. I ain't answering nobody right now. All they want to do is party and bullshit, hang out, and act like they know it all. And then when you give them the book, they don't know nothing. They stuttering Stanley, stuttering can't even read out loud. They have no confidence in reading. Well, they might as well get what you might call it, hooked on phonics. But the names is very important. If you don't have the name, you're gonna die. If you don't put respect on the names of the Lord, you're gonna die. That's it. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 99 and verse 3. Let them praise the great and terrible name, for it is holy. The names is very holy, ancient. The first ancient language was what? Hebrew. There's no letter J, there's no letter U, and there's no letter E. So what names are you calling on? Jah? There's no letter J in Hebrew. Didn't Selassie tell you that? Huh? Are you reading his speeches or you just following the trend? Because you want to smoke. You want to hang out and play drums and dance and fornicate and just do whatever you like. But they got laws, statutes, and commandments that you must follow. And none of them is following it. Let's read this one more time. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 99 and verse 3. Let them praise thy great and terrible name, for it is holy. So the names of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, Yahushua, is very ancient. Those are ancient Paleo-Hebrew names that shall have you delivered out of this captivity. Especially when them nuclear missiles drop. Let's get this. Because a lot of our people is playing around right now. They just hanging out, having a good time, living life. All they care about is their life and their stomach. But when it's a shortage of food and water, best believe they're going to want to be calling on the names of the Father, though, and his only begotten Son. They're going to know the Lord then. People only know you when they want stuff. They only know the Lord when they want that job. They only know the Lord when they want that money. They only know the Lord when they want that house, car, or that woman, or that so-called husband. Huh? A lot of you brothers and sisters is going to die here because y'all calling on Jeebus Creepers. Huh? A Edomite. Huh? Get out of here. There's no letter J in Hebrew. That's bogus. Selassie told you already. In Montego Bay, Jamaica, I am just a man. And a lot of the Rastafarian community pick up and left. They couldn't even swallow that pill. They ain't even want to hear him, but still calling on him. And you're not even listening to him. Madness. Let's get this. It's all about the name. Bear with me. Let me find this right quick. Because you just can't call a person anything. You can't call me by another name. I have a first and a last name. But if you calling it something else, I'm not going to respond. Am I right or wrong? Let's get this. People don't want to examine themselves. They think they better than the Lord. They think they know it all already. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. If you so good, why you not with the Father? There's only one that does good, and that's the Father. Ain't that true? Khan, I appreciate you, sister. You an Israelite. Bless you too. Shalom. Here we go. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3 and verse 13. And Moses said unto Yahweh, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the Yahweh of your father has sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? Let me say that one more time. What is his name? What shall I say unto them? See, in that ancient time, they were speaking Hebrew. Hebrew was the first language. Every other language came after ancient Paleo-Hebrew language. Right now, a lot of people believing in Jesus, Jesus Christos, Santa Maria. What happened in Venezuela when they was holding that idol? Just like in the times in Egypt with Moses. Moses went up to the mountain. What did they did? They went right back into their folly. Just like in 2020. Everybody was so-called holy, godly, seeking the Lord, scared. Now look at them. Big, bold, heady, high-minded, covetous, boastful, proud, blasphemers, haters of those that are good. Ain't that true? I'm going to read this one more time. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3 and verse 13. And Moses said unto Yahweh, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, Yahweh of your fathers has sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? That's very important. The names is very important. Let's get it. Why is the names very important? Let's read this. This is the book of Acts, chapter 2 and verse 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. That's very important. I can't just call you any name. Your name might be John, but I'm calling your name Billy. Your name might be Isaiah, but I'm calling you, I don't know, Tim. Your name might be what? Matthew, but I'm calling you Sean. Your name might be Ezekiel, and I'm calling you whatever. It's all about the names. I'm going to read this one more time. This is the book of Acts, chapter 2 and verse 21. Let that music go by right quick. Okay, you know, that's what everybody want to do is rap, thug life. They only doing it for the women. But when they in prison, nobody writing them. Nobody sending them nothing. Don't mind this folly, man. The music has got nothing but demons on it. They done got their butthole plug to get a career going. They would do anything for a career today. Let this music go by. You see, make sure I'm good. My mic is on. We all right. It's crazy with these people today, man. It's crazy with our people. Our people sickening. They love that music. Hard body. They think they're going to be just like that. And what comes with it, it's nothing good. It's nothing good. Somebody done took Diddy's spot secretly. Done took Diddy's spot. Is either just a small hat in that back in that lot again, or they finding another brother or sister to play that position that Diddy had. Quietly this time. Quietly this time. Not loud and open, because they love that dirty music. That's why people can't let go of this place. But you see that music? Yeah. It got demons in it. They put spells on it before they distribute it out. It has spells on the music. Let's get back to this. But if you're not calling on the right names of the Lord, you're going to die. And if you don't put respect on the names of the Lord, you're going to die. Simple as that. I can't call you anything. You can't call me any name. So how y'all going to do that to the Father and his only begotten Son? Oh yeah, the Edomites taught you everything. That's why. Let's get this again. It's all about the names. This is the book of Acts, chapter 2 and verse 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. It's all about the name. You just can't call them anything. It ain't Yah. It ain't Yeshua, Yahuwah, Jah, Haile Selassie. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. If you do your thorough research, every language has an alphabet. The Chinese has an alphabet. Japanese have an alphabet. You know, Moab has an alphabet. Ammonites have an alphabet. What else? Espanol has an alphabet. There's no letter J in Hebrew. So you better get your mind right. They just want to grow locks, smoke weed, do as they please, follow the Edomites, sit next to the Edomites, and hang out. The Creator doesn't have to plead with his creation. The Creator does not have to plead with his creation. So all that John, Rust, nah, cut it out. He did good works. But can the Ethiopian change his spots? And shall not the Ethiopian be slain by the sword? We at the end. There's light. No more darkness. There's no letter J in Hebrew. Do your research and cut the folly. I'm going to read it again. But this is Romans chapter 10 and verse 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. So you just can't call him anything. That's your deliverance. The name shall get you delivered. And without that name, you're not going to be delivered. Just get this. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 20 and verse 7. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our power, Yahweh, which is a fact. There's no J in Hebrew. All that tarot and junk that they into, death and destruction. The Lord not dealing with that. That's witchcraft. Let's get that. That's nothing but wizardry. People want to be warlocks and witches until plagues come here. Famine come here. Pestilence is already here. Lettuce. They scared, but they fronting like they tough out here. But they don't got the heart to go at an Edomite. They ain't got the guts to speak up and go against the Edomite. They'll rather join hand in hand with the wicked. Proverbs 11 and verse 21. They'll rather go hand in hand with the wicked. Let's get this. Because a lot of people, it's not meant for. It's not meant for all our people to be saved. 2/3 is going to cut off and die. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord thy power, Yahweh, will do nothing but revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophet. So if you're not searching and you're not doing your due diligence, death unto you. As simple as that. You don't like it? Kick rocks. You don't like it? Get up out of here. That's it. Everybody think they know. Oh, I know, yeah. They think we're going to be outside every day. They think they're going to log on YouTube and catch up. or they think they're going to always have access to the Bible. They're going to remove the apps, right? They're going to kick in your door, boom, boom, bomb, guillotines with guns for your book to test your faith. And a lot of them, they ain't got no faith already. What it says, without faith, it's impossible to please him. Walk by faith and not by sight. Am I right or am I wrong? See, our people, there's nothing but folly in them churches. They just want to look good, wear a suit, to look cute, to get with another woman. Huh? What they be doing secretly? Having swinger parties. It's nasty in them buildings. The Lord not dealing in no building. You can't, the creation can't build nothing for him. And the creator is not going to plead with his creation to get right. Because if I got power, I'm not talking to none of y'all. I'm just going to whoop all of y'all ass. Just like that. There ain't no talking. Ain't no sitting down with the United Nations. Ain't none of that. We coming to whoop ass. The creator does not have to plead with his creation. Selassie done told you I'm a prophet. That's it. I'm just a man. They didn't want to accept it. That's a hard pill to swallow. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Am I right or am I wrong? Folly. See? Because a lot of people ain't doing their due diligence. They not researching. They not reading. But they will read fake book, Instagram, and all sorts of debauchery pertaining to bullshit men and women. No prophets. Nothing pertaining to the Lord. Why? Let's get this. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Amen.
Yo, bounce, bro. Gone. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and 11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But to them, it is not given. And that's facts. It ain't given to them. Not at all. It ain't given to none of them. They'll rather write a book and say amen. But when it comes to the secrets of the Lord, it ain't none of that. You understand? They playing around out here. But the Lord ain't playing with you. We ain't playing when that time come. And I ain't scared of no government. That's why I'm right here. This is what we do. They wait until the last minute. They wait until what? A monkey wrench on the channels? You think that you still going to have access to the app or the Bible? You think they ain't going to come and kick in your door and take the physical one? That's when y'all going to know it's real. Famine, death, pestilence. Huh? You already can't eat lettuce like that. Let's get it. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 10. But Yahweh has revealed unto them, unto us, by his Spirit. For the Spirit searches all things. Yeah, the deep things of thy power, Yahweh. So if you're not looking, you're not researching, you're not doing your due diligence, what are you doing? Being a good house Negro. Real field Negroes are doing the work. Because we tired. All your bills, you don't own Optimum, you don't own Verizon, you don't own Apple, you don't own T-Mobile, you don't own Con Edison, you don't own none of the grocery stores. Y'all just up and down acting like you own something. You might just own a little barbershop, but you pay that rent to a small hat, don't you? You might have a little salon, but you paying that upstore store rent to have your upfront business being paid renting towards a small hat. But you think you all that? Because you got a little salon, a little barbershop, so you good, you comfy in America. That's trash, man. Or you a rapper. Oh, yeah. You can't promote good music, though. You don't hear no good music coming out of the radio no more. It's just wild out. Doing the sturdy, doing all sorts of dances. Huh? Huh? Now you wonder why the crime rate high and the prison population is very high. Who mainly in there? People that look like me and you. Let's get it. It's all about the names. It's all about the names. You're going to put respect on the names of Yahweh, Yahushua, or die. Simple as that. Let's get this. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil. But to do good, they have no knowledge. And that's the problem with our people. That's the problem with our people. They wise to do evil. But when it's coming to do good, nah, nah, bro. Nah, I don't know, man. They follow the other nations. The other nations wasn't given the commandments. The other nations wasn't given the commandments. So they could do all the wickedness. They could do all the debauchery. They could eat a plate of shit. The commandments wasn't given to any and everybody. Only specifically to the children of Israel. So am I right or am I wrong? That's our people. They want to follow the Moabites, the so-called Chinese. Huh? They want to follow the Edomites, especially Esau. Huh? The so-called white man. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? They want to dress like them, talk like them, act like them, walk like them, all that. Sisters don't even want to be themselves no more. They want to be just like Becky. And Becky laughing because she know exactly who you are. And they know that their kingdom is about to fall. Inflation. Huh? Shortage of food. It's going to be what? War. The third war has already begun. Becky know what's going on. But do Eve know what's going on? She don't care. So death unto the sisters right now. They've been sellouts. They've been giving up. They've been the weaker vessel. It is what it is. Let's get this. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5 and verse 21. Hear this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, and which have ears and hear not. Verse 22. Fear ye not me, said the Lord. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which hath placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual degree, that it cannot pass? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet cannot pass over it. Verse 23. But this people, meaning you Israelites, but these people have a revolting and rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Our people are dumbed down. Man, they're really out of it. Spiritually just gone. Like a lot of our people, stupid, gone, finished. Their mindset right now is to just live life. The Lord speak about the cares of this life. It's not unhealthy. You're going to just die and you're not going to just walk in the kingdom. It's going to take a while for you to get back in that kingdom. And then when you do get back in, the walk of shame for eternity. Who going to want to walk with their head down for eternity? Everybody eating good, but you in the kingdom eating leftovers and cleaning up and walking with your head down. But you supposed to be an Israelite. But 2/3, death and destruction unto them. Let's get this. How people hate instructions. It's all about the names, man. It's all about the names. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 32 and verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. It's really truth. Our people is stiff-necked, rebellious, hard-headed, ignorant, lack of wisdom, but they wise to do evil, but to do good, they hate it. Let's get this, because it's all about the names, man. It's all about the names of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, who y'all ignorantly keep calling as God and Jesus. It's really the truth. But, you know, a lot of people are hearers, but not doers. Let's get it. This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 22. But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. A lot of people hear the word, but don't want to do it. They hear the word, but don't want to do it. That's the problem with our people. Hearers, but not doers. They sit in church clapping. Yeah, Lord, yeah, singing songs, kiki kaka. They're to visualize and lay their eyes on another person's spouse. Nothing but adultery. You hear his voice? Usher's the biggest adulterer. Feeding grapes. Got your woman coming down on stage, feeding them grapes. You should just be singing your song. That's it. They like the song, But feeding them grapes and dancing and coming down with a robe and, man, death and destruction to this place. Let's speak about this, because you know people in the world, they love the world more than the creator until they on their deathbed. They ain't got no food. They ain't got no money. They ain't got no water. They ain't got nothing to eat. They ain't got the job that they want. That's when they know the Lord. But, hey, they still calling on JC. They still ignorantly calling him God. When they speak about it, so many names in there. What? Oh, yeah, I'm prophesying right now. Yeah. Peace, God. All right, shalom. Hey, at least the word going out while it can. Because eventually they're going to remove the word. So I'm getting it in, I'm soaking it up and doing my job. It's to feed the sheep, you know? Let me get some water, by the way. Hold on. Let me get some water. Brother needs some water. Man, I got the cape. I got the cape on me. Hold on, we don't want to cover our head while we prophesying. The Lord said don't do that. How about Shem Yahushua knows, man. See this? My goodness. The day they have a shortage of this, people are going to be like madmen, sparing none. But it's funny how they don't know what we doing. That's sad. How you don't know what I'm doing? Don't y'all have access to the internet? Or you too busy watching pornography and calling on what woman you can link up with. Ain't that true? We the real gangsters right now. The small hats ain't scared of the rest of 2/3 because death and destruction is coming to them anyway. They ain't worrying about them. They worrying about brothers like me, you, that's out there doing the works on the hedges and highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? So how you don't know what I'm doing? That's scary. That means our people ain't really paying attention. How you don't know what I'm doing? That's sad. That's very sad. Let's get this right here. Like I said, man, a lot of them ain't researching. They ain't looking for nothing. They just hanging out, partying, you know, having a good time. And that's all this place is about. But let's get something very specific pertaining to that. Just like in the days of Noah, just like in the days of Lot. They hanged out, they partied, they did all that. Until destruction cometh. That's when everybody always waits to the last minute to get right. Let's get that. Let's go to the book of Luke. This is the book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 26. As it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of Son of Man. They did eat, they did drink, they did marry wives, they were given in marriage until the day Noah into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all. Just like in the days, we in the days of Noah right now. Same thing with Lot. Let's get this. Verse 28. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they did drink, they did bought, they sold, they planted, they built. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Eventually, the nuclear missiles is coming. A lot of our people keep thinking that they're going to throw off the wall and whatever was pertaining in the Bible is not going to come to pass. They got to be out of their rabbit minds right now. They out of their minds right now. They out of their rabbit minds right now. They really think the Lord is going to throw off what he say he's going to do. The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. You should know that. Let's get that. Let's go to Deuteronomy right quick. Matter of fact, Salakia. Numbers. Go to the book of Numbers. It's in Numbers. Let's get that. Bear with me. Let me find that right quick. So the Lord is not a man that he shall lie. Government is lying. All they're going to do is pull an escape route underground in their bunkers. None of y'all got bunkers. So what you going to do? You're going to be calling on Jesus still. That's the wrong name. That's the wrong name. There's no letter J in Hebrew. What you going to be calling on? Jesucristo Christos and Santa Maria and tarot. You going to pull your tarot cards out? They're going to pull their tarot cards out in the day of judgment. Like they're going to be saved and they're going to get away with this. They crazy. Let's get this. Hold on. Let me get the other app right quick. Oh, here we go. Wait. Or is it Deuteronomy? Nah, Numbers. I think it's Numbers 23. If I'm not mistaken. Here we go. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 19. Thy power, Yahweh, is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man. So just because man lie, woman lie, but guess what? The time, which is Numbers, don't lie. What book are we in? The book of Numbers. Man lie, women lie, but Numbers don't. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 19. Thy power, Yahweh, is not a man that he shall lie, neither the son of man. Men lie, women lie, but Numbers don't. That's why you got a book called Numbers. And when you do look at the time, what time has? Numbers. People not using wisdom. They just living. I don't care. I'm hungry. I don't care. Lord, please help me. They only know the Lord when they want help. They only know the Lord when they want something. You know how that feel when a person only knows you when you want something? Shame on you. Shame on y'all, man. Shame on 2/3 of our people right now, man. Shame on them. The names is very important. Let's get that again. Knowing the names of the Lord are very important. It is very, very important. I can't call you any name. You can't call me any name. If I have a birth name, right, a first and a last name, why would you call me any other name? That's very important. You can't call me any name. If your name is Sean, but I'm calling you Billy, that's off. That's wrong. That's not your name. So knowing the names, the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son is very, very important. You just can't call anybody anything. You see what I'm saying? So wisdom and knowledge still be the stability of thy time. So knowing the names is very important. Without the names, like I said, which should actually deliver you. Let's read this again. This is the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. What's the name of the Lord? What's the name of God? See? You just can't call him God or Lord. That's just a title. It's just a title. So what is the name of the Father? See, the names is very important. The names are very important. Let's get this again. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 9 and verse 10. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee. Let me read that one more time. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 9 and verse 10. And they that know the name will put their trust in thee. For thou, Lord, has not forsaken them that seek thee. So without that name, there's no deliverance. We read that in the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 13. We read that in the book of Acts, chapter 2 and verse 21. God, calling on the name is very important. So you can't just call anybody anything. Your name might be Jessica, but I'm calling you Sarah. Your name might be Jude, but I'm calling you Maria. How does that make any sense? It's all about the names. It's repeated over and over and over in the book. What is his name? Matter of fact, let's go to something else right quick. Let's go to Psalms, I think chapter 8. Let's get this right here. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 8 and verse 1. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. Who has set thy glory above the heavens? It's all about the name. How excellent is thy name in all the earth. It's all about the name. If you don't have the name, you're going to die here. There's no letter J in Hebrew. And Haile Selassie is not his name. He's a messenger, a prophet. And he told you in Montego Bay, Jamaica, that he's just a man. Are you reading his speeches? Are you listening to the speeches? Are you watching edification videos of him? No. Let's get it. It's all about the name. I'm going to read Acts again. This is the book of Acts, chapter 2 and verse 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. So if you're not putting respects on the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, who you ignorantly keep calling as God and JC, that's right. Yes, the Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Yeah, Shalom. Shalom. Gotta see that the elder know. I respect that right there. Somebody's doing research. Somebody's actually taking the time out to read. That's good. Let's get this right here. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 52 and verse 6. Therefore, my people shall know my name. Therefore, they should know in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I. So you must know the true names of the Heavenly Father. It ain't Jesus. It ain't Histo Christos, Santa Maria. It ain't the Egyptian dead of the book of the dead, the book of the dead, right? It ain't what's his name? Buddha, Allah, all that extra stuff. Nah, that's strange doctrines. You didn't see them going through the Red Sea with Moses. You saw Israelites. Facts. I see. Talking about Moses. Moses is a Levite. He's Isaiah. That's a fact. Mighty. High priest. Mighty, you know? Moses was very mighty. To go through that desert without a drop of water. And Joshua broke out. Joshua was like, I'm going where Moses is going. We out. What? What? I love that right there. I love that. I love it. Let's read this one more time again. But calling on the right names is very important. It's your deliverance out of here. It's your deliverance out of this wicked Edomite system. You know? Because everything we're doing pertains to Edomite. And the Lord is going to kill them anyway. So it don't matter what they do or what they say. It doesn't matter. Their faith is back to our lower state. The Edomite man, the so-called white man, he's going back to the bottom. He's only up because we messed up. If we didn't went off, they'll be back. They'll be at the bottom. We wouldn't have to work. We don't have to do much. It's really the truth. So we got to push the word and push the truth. Instead of sitting here like, you know, I'd rather do the work. Somebody got to do the work. Shout out to all the brothers outside doing the work on the hedges and highways and byways. Shalom to y'all, man. Shalom. Let me see how long I've been going. Okay, almost an hour. This is good. I would like to do at least an hour and a half. Let's get this. This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord has said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. Hopefully I'm a part of that number. Hopefully I'm a part of the elect, the 144,000. I really want to get out of here. I don't like the Edomites. They poison in the air with chemtrails. They poison in the water, the food. Now you can't even eat lettuce. Who's in charge of the farms? It ain't no brother. It ain't no sister. So who's in charge of the farms and responsible for everything? Let's get this right here. Shalom, brother. Khan, it's all good. Let me get this right here. We got to get on Esau. We got to get on them. This is what it's all about. The Lord about to get on them. The Lord is getting on them already. It's already written. It's already written. Bear with me, bear with me. Let me get this right here. Because you know the Edomites, they're going to lie. That's all they about is lying. Oh, we didn't do nothing to the farms. You can still eat lettuce. Wait, who's in charge of the farm? Who is in charge of the farms? It ain't no brother or sister. So why the food is messed up? Why we eating seedless stuff? Seedless fruits. Seedless watermelon. Huh? Seedless apples. Huh? Seedless oranges. Think about that. They're going to lie. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they born, speaking lies. Didn't Rebecca had two different nations in her womb? She had Esau, she had Jacob in her womb, two different nations. Jacob took the heel of Esau to remind his ass, remember, the oldest shall serve the youngest. And what Esau was doing, all sorts of bullshit, climbing this, being cunning, being extra, while Jacob was just chilling, dwelling in the tent, hanging out, doing what the Lord said to do, being humble, being meek. He was already blessed. He had his birthright. But what Esau did, sold his birthright. Let's get that. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Sold his birthright. So now, that we're basically at a lower state, he's trying to get back his birthright. But he could never, ever, he could never, ever get back his birthright. Never. He sold it. You can't get that back. You could never get back your birthright, Esau. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much. You could do somersaults, cartwheels, backflips, and catch a bullet with your teeth. You're still not getting back your birthright. Yo, that's a fact. Oh, Lord. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Ain't it true? The Lord loved Jacob, and he hates Esau. Esau is the one causing the chemtrails, polluting the air, polluting the water, polluting the sea, polluting your minds, polluting your spirit, polluting your food. You can't even eat lettuce. You can't even eat lettuce. Why? Because they're in control of the farms. Who controls the farms? The Edomites. Huh? Why would you put feces in lettuce? You telling me you couldn't get nothing healthier? All this money, trillions of dollars, billions of dollars, and you couldn't get anything to take care of the farm? Nah, you just poisoning people. Huh? Let's get this. Because a lot of the prophets in the Bible spoke about pestilence, death, and destruction. They poisoning the farms. You can't even eat lettuce right now. You got to be very careful of what you consume in America. Let's get this. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah didn't play no games as a prophet. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Straight facts. It's nothing but death and destruction. The Lord foretold. He is the beginning and he is the end. The Alpha and the Omega. Let's get it. Let's jump back on Esau. Let's get this right here. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled. It is bedridden and his neighbors, and he is not. So Esau is uncovered. They can't hide no more. They can't call themselves white. They cannot hide anymore. That is really the truth. Wow. It's a nice sister. Make me want to walk a dog. Yeah. She's pretty. I didn't even see her walk by. Man, I can't wait for us to get out of this. I want to go home. I want to be around my race, my nation of people in our kingdom, in our lot. Back at a healthy state of mind, spiritually, physically, and everything. We ain't got to work for nobody. We ain't got to worry about no bills. We ain't got to worry about jack. You ain't got to worry about police pulling you over when we get back to the kingdom. All you got to worry about is whooping Esau's ass from sun up to sundown. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He who killeth with the sword must be slain with the sword. Simple as that. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2 and verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So we're going to put these Edomites back into captivity. Eventually, they're going back into captivity. Ain't gonna be no, nah, we ain't doing that. Nah, let bygones be bygones. Only 2/3 of our people will have a mindset to let bygones be with bygones. No, If you rape, rob, and murder a nation of people, same thing with the Gadites, the so-called natives, Americans. What did they do? This don't even belong to them. It don't. Hermano, papi, primo, they know. They was in the sugarcane field while we was in a cotton field. So if you're not Negro, Latino, or Native American, well, ain't nothing. There's nothing to be explained. It's only 12 doors upstairs. You know, it's really the truth. It's really the truth. Esau's not getting away with nothing no more. The veil been removed. The truth is out. The rabbit is out the hat. The cat is out of the bag. It's over for Esau right now. Ain't no way he's going to get in the kingdom sitting next to me with a crown and a throne relaxing too. You might have some speckled birds that look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because remember, us men, Israelite men, we've been scattered everywhere. And we laid with other race of women. So the Negro, Latino, and Native American men, we laid with other nation of women. King Solomon had many wives. Many wives. Plenty of wives. So at the end of the day, you might have some speckled birds that look like an Edomite. What's up, King?
I just want to learn something. What we learning?
Oh, no, the Bible.
The Bible?
Yeah.
We into it. Real bad. God is the greatest. And it can never not be.
God.
Woo. Feel me? And
Yeah.
I said that same time with you, right? Let's get right to it.
You see me?
Let's get right to it.
We getting right to it.
God is the greatest.
God is the greatest, right?
Never.
And we are his children. We him. We them, you know. You already know, you hear me? Yo, manas, yeah? It's manas. You see me? It's true. We are the children of Israel, you know. We the ones with the skin of bronze, you know. Feet unto fine brass. Head full of wool, you know. It's us. But you know, them other nations, man, they gotta go. They gotta go back into their lower state. And we gotta keep doing what we do as a nation. As perfection, you know. The Lord loves us so much. He wants us to get right. So we gotta get right. We gotta get right. We can't keep working for other nations that's actually underneath us. They supposed to be working for us. They supposed to be like clean. You already see the so-called Chinese doing the feet, doing the sisters' hands, and you know, stuff like that already. Let's get it. Right, here we go. Like I said, they got to go back into captivity. He who leadeth into captivity shall go back into captivity. He who killeth with a sword shall die with a sword. So them that rape all our ancestors, use our babies as alligator bait, they got it. They're going to have to servitude us. Let's get it. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 25 and verse 44. Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids, which thou shalt have, shall be of the heathen. Who's the heathen? The other nations. Esau, Moab, Ammonites, Ishmael, you know, the so-called Arabs, all of them going back to a lower state. They must go back into their natural position and their natural habitat. And we will remain back in our natural habitat as kings, as gods. Thus said the Lord. Let's get that. 10 and 34. This is the book of John, chapter 10 and verse 34. Yahushua answered them, is it not written in your law, I said ye are gods? We're not the actual big G, but we're the little G's. You know what I'm saying? There's only one Father. He's the big G, we the little G. I'm going to read that one more time. The book of John, chapter 10 and verse 34. Yahweh shall answer them, is it not written in your law, I said ye are gods? We are gods, man. We the many most highs out here. It's a blessing right now. It feels good to know this truth while we got it. Who that? The Akim? Facts. That's the OG. We are gods. We are kings. We got to get back to that state again. We can't keep thinking low level, low minded. We got to think up. Matter of fact, let's go to the book of Colossians. We got to seek above the earth right now. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 1. If ye then be risen with Mashiach Yahushua, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach Yahushua sitteth on the right hand of thy power Yahweh. Set your affection on things above and not on things on the earth. So we can't just keep thinking low level. We cannot keep thinking at the bottom right now. We got to think highly up. We got to think upwards, not low level right now. We got to think upwards, seek above. I'm going to read that again. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. People too carnal right now. They carnal, vainly, seeking vainly attention, vain glory. Nah, we don't want that attention. We don't need no attention right now. We don't need no vain glory. Oh, I got this. I drive that. I live here. I live there. I got this. I got that. Our people don't own nothing. They don't own Honda. They don't own Hyundai. They don't own Lamborghini. They don't own Ferrari. They don't own the Bentley. They don't own Jet. A little bullshit salon where you pay a storefront to a small hat. A little barbershop that you got to pay upstart for rent to a small hat. You don't own anything. The money in your pocket. Who face on it? Slave masters. Am I right or am I wrong? Wisdom. Matter of fact, let's talk about wisdom. Because a lot of people lack wisdom today. Damn, these bugs is annoying in the mug right now. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And that's why a lot of people don't want to seek the Lord. You know why? They don't fear him right now. There's no massive death and destruction, a massive hurricane, a massive earthquake. A lot of our people are very, very comfortable right now. Comfortability. You never know when a missile is going to drop here. Russia could get vexed right now and push a button. China could get vexed and push a button. What are you going to do? You don't got the proper names of the Lord? You're already destroyed, spiritually and mentally already. You're already off. You're already gone. You're not thinking upwards and seeking what's above the earth. You're low level, low minded, carnal. That's all our people is. Carnal right now. Very carnal. And which is the truth. Let's get it. They very carnal right now. This is the book Or Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. I will also forget thy children. So when you lack wisdom and knowledge, the Lord is not dealing with you, which means you're not looking to call on the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. The names are very important. Without those names, you shall not be delivered. Without those names, He's not going to hear you. The Lord speaks His own original language. The Lord don't care about your English language, Esau, that you done warped and warped and warped and warped and warped into us. Huh? We were speaking Hebrew before we got here. We wasn't just speaking English. Every other nation got their language. Where our language at? Right, you warped it out of us. So now we're returning back to who we are. We're returning back to the Heavenly Father. We're not staying here. I don't want to stay here. It's poison, the air, the water, the food, the women. Our women don't even respect us as men, but they want to lay up with you. The men don't even respect the Israelite woman, and they want to lay up with Becky. Why do we want to lay up with dogs, servants, when we should be kings, gods, high priests, high priestess? The only way a woman could be a high priestess is if she's married to a high priest. Let's get that. Hold on. Because knowing the names of the Lord are very important. You're going to put respect on the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, or basically you're going to die. Simple as that. You're not calling on the true names. You reject the true names of the Heavenly Father. That's on you. Hold on for a second. Let's let this kind of thing go. Make sure everything good. All right, I've been on for more than an hour. Wow. That's good, though. I like doing the work. It feels good. Let some steam off and bring some truth out and let some steam off at the same time. Because they're going to want to remove this wisdom and knowledge. You ain't going to have access to the Bible. It's going to come a time they're going to remove the word. Matter of fact, let's get that right quick. Let's prove that. You ain't going to have access to the Bible in the day of judgment. You're going to be wondering what the hell going on. And you ain't going to know. Because you was too busy being a rapper, being an actor, being a dancer, being a gangster. That's what everybody want to be. They want to be that nigga. They want to be that bitch. They want to be gangster. But when they in front of that judge, they a whole different person. When they doing life, they a whole different person. Young man, you don't want to come here. Remember Scared Straight? Oh, you remember the TV show Scared Straight? What happened to that? They removed that to make us more ignorant. They removed Scared Straight to keep us more mentally docile. Everybody wants to be a gangster. Everybody wants to be a criminal now. Everybody want to be a big goon, a big gangbanger. But nobody wants to really be an Israelite no more. Nobody wants to be a god and a king, huh? And the daughters of Zion going back to their natural state as a princess, a daughter of Zion. They all want to be bad bitches. All of them twerking, huh? Spend that. Wasn't Young Miami Diddy's toilet seat? So y'all respect a toilet stool, a woman that was getting golden showers. Y'all respect that? Somebody wrote that song for her. She didn't write that song. Somebody wrote that song for her because she could have been came out with songs. Why she didn't come out with songs? You basically Diddy's sex doll, toilet seat, huh? Why you ain't come out with an album then, but you come out with an album now? Oh, we get it. We get it now. You somebody else's toilet seat. So they wrote that song for you. And now that's the hottest song for women. Man, that's junk. That's bullshit. I ain't no idiot. Like I said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Am I right or am I wrong? A lot of our people are it's crazy, man. They calling on the wrong names. Yeshua, Yahuwah, Yah, Jah, Allah, Santa Maria, Estos Christos, and all this stuff. Right? Or am I wrong? I know I'm right. Let's get it. Calling on the right names of the Lord in the Hebrew tongue. The Hebrew language is very important. I like that dress. Very modest. You're welcome, sister. But it's really true. The Hebrew language is very important. That's the way the Father is going to hear you. That's the original language that he spoke. When Moses spoke to him in the burning bush and went up as well into the mountains, Moses spoke to him in Hebrew. Moses ain't speak no other language. When he spoke to the Father spoke in Hebrew. So every language has an alphabet. And when you look up the ancient Paleo Hebrew language and you look at the alphabet, there's no U's, there's no E's, etc. And there's no letter J in Hebrew. I can't wait to get in our kingdom. Sisters look real immaculate right now. Can't wait to get in the kingdom, boy. But the name is a strong tower. Let's get that. This is Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. So without that name, you're not going to have no deliverance. Like I read in the book of Romans chapter 10. Let's get that again. This is the book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 13. For whoso shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. You just can't call him Lord and you just can't call him God, because at the end of the day, those are titles. God just means power. You can look that up yourself. God just means power. What is his real name? Let's go back to those scriptures again. Bear with me, bear with me. Freaking flies and bugs out here. Bear with me. Let me find what I need to find again. Calling on the names is very important. You can't call, a person any name. They have a first name, they have a last name, also a middle name. Let's get it. Hold on. Let me find that again. Come on. See, a lot of brothers don't want to do this work because it's a lot of work when it comes to this. When it comes to studying the scriptures, it comes with a lot of work. It's not just an overnight, I read the Bible in 24 hours. I read the Bible in one day. That's BS, man. Don't listen to none of them. Those people are bugged out. Bug out. Let's find what I was looking for again. Here we go. This is Psalms chapter 99 and verse 3. Let them praise thy great and terrible name, for it is holy. See, that name, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, is a dreadful name amongst the heathen. Even, especially, them gutter rats. Because, you know, they speak a gibberish, actually. Broken Hebrew language. They speak it brokenly. And it's, you know, basically gibberish. When they hear those names, man, I done saw it. I done put curses on them. You know, because, you know, we all got friends that's in the world. And a lot of our friends that's in the world, they really love that type of stuff that, you know, they get around a little small hat, a so-called Jewish person, right? They get around the small hat. And when they get around the small hat, they become a different person. They want to be nice. They want to be respectful. They want to be cool with them. You know, they want to be cool with them. They want to be all nice and shake hands. And now we're not joining hand in hand with the wicked. We're not doing that. That's the problem. I had to put one of my friends on timeout. I said, how you going to want to touch them and shake their hand and then come shake my hand? You don't know if that motherfucker was just touching being a pedophile, touching an infant. Y'all forgot about the tunnels up on Eastern Parkway? They was literally digging tunnels that led to children's playgrounds. Literally. So that name is dreadful amongst the heathen. It's great and it's terrible. And it's an ancient holy name. But people look at it as a regular name today. Oh, that is a regular name. Oh, I ain't worried about that. Oh, okay, I got it. I heard. Oh, all right. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. But I'm gonna read something else. I'm gonna read this right here, based on the names. You're gonna put respect on the names of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And you're going to put the respect on the names, man. The names is very important of the Father and his Son. You can't just call them anything. God just means power. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? If you researching and you read books, especially the dictionary, and you research, you will know what I'm saying. But if you don't research, you ain't going to know. You ain't going to know. You live in life. You probably part of the destruction. You really got to be part of the 2/3 if you don't get this work. If you don't understand what I'm doing, something wrong with you. Let's get this. Because the names is very dreadful amongst the heathen. It's not Jesus. That's bullshit. There's no letter J in Hebrew. Well, they all Hebrew characters. Nah. Let's get it. Khan. Let's get it. Got to be careful of what you consume. You got to be careful having this wisdom and knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be over righteous. And you don't want to like not do the work. Because there's so many big grown men out here not even doing the works of the Lord. They doing everything else. But as soon as they go broke, hungry, don't got no money, ain't got nothing to eat, they sick and about to die, that's when they know the Lord. That's the only time they know the Lord is when they want something. The only time they know Yahweh or Yahushua is when they want something. That's the only time. Rather than that, they don't know nothing else. Now I'm good. I'm good. Oh, you good. Man, the Lord knows my heart. The Lord knows your heart is desperately wicked. That's in the book. The Lord knows your heart is desperately wicked. So, of course, he knows your heart, and he knows it's wicked. And a lot of them think their heart is in their chest. Your heart is your mind. You're going to let the Edomite tell you about what the Creator created instead of listening to the Creator. They'll rather listen to the creation for wisdom and knowledge. Huh? It's best to listen to the Creator. He send you plenty of prophets. They hear this madness? I hate Brooklyn, man. It's dirty, man. Spiritually, it's dirty in Brooklyn spiritually. They either a warlock or a witch. Into tarot, into folly, into bullshit. You know? They all into debauchery, man. Wickedness, man. Yup. They all into wickedness. But you should know the names. If you really want to get out of here, you will learn to speak Hebrew. The Father speaks Hebrew. Moses speaks Hebrew. All of the prophets in the Bible are Hebrew. Esau is even a Hebrew Edomite. He's a Hebrew Edomite. We're a Hebrew Israelite. See what I'm saying? So calling on the right names is very important. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get two more. I'm going to get one right now and one more. And I'm going to close out. I've been up here for a minute now. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 19. Man, people still think they Caribbean, bro. They really think they Caribbean, man. They ignore the book of the Father to be Caribbean and to be everything else. The Lord is going to destroy our people. They don't care how much hammers you got, how tough you think you is. Nah, man. We living in a society where the music is tough. But every time y'all go to jail, true story, y'all frail. They go to jail, they become frail. They not real no more. Judge, please. I got kids. Judge, please. Let me out. What happened? What happened to all that energy? You had the hammer. You was running down with the Pushaisky mask. You was thug life. Huh? What happened to all of that? Even Tupac knew better. Even Tupac read books and spoke about the Lord. Ain't none of them doing that today. They bending over, going to Diddy parties, wilding out. I'm tired of hearing this music. I don't mind the beats. I love the beats. You can play the beats all day. I can listen to the instrumental all day. But with the lyrics is wicked. True story. The lyrics is no good. You know what I'm saying? Really the truth. Really the truth. Let's get this one right here. I don't mean to go off like that, but I'm tired of hearing that music, man. So it's very important to have the names of the Lord, because the names of the Lord is very, very ancient and is terrible and dreadful amongst the heathen. And there's no letter J in Hebrew. There's no Jah, no Yah, no Yeshua, Yahuwah, none of those stuff. It's Yahweh. He exists. He exists. And Yahweh Shah, he delivereth. So them ancient Paleo-Hebrew languages is very important. Moses, see the music? This is all they into. But when soon as police pull them over, they fold up. All these rappers that always get locked up, fold like a piece of paper. Folded. Even Tupac said it's not cool to be in jail. They water down virgins. Huh? Water down versions of Pac. They ain't getting at Esau. They not swinging at Esau. They not swinging at the white man. They swinging at brothers, they own people. They ain't swinging at the other nations. Corny. That music corny today. I'm tired of hearing it. It's nothing but gibberish in the music. Junk in that goddamn music. Junk in that music, man. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm trying to bring the scriptures out, and all I'm hearing is them, and they just did like this. And you just looking like, okay, let me get back into the scriptures. Crazy, man. But the names is very, very important. You're going to put respect on the names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. You're going to put your name, you're going to put respect on those names. In the times of judgment, a lot of people going to fold, man. They tough now because there ain't nothing happening. But when it was smoky, all that smoke coming from Canada, and the sun was looking all orangey and weird and wacky, huh? And that storm, was coming in. Everybody was, they ran inside. They ran into the corner store. They ran into a building. But this time it's gonna be missiles where you're gonna run to. So you must call on those names to be delivered. He's not gonna hear you. Without those names, he's not gonna hear you. True story. The dog know. Without those ancient names, which is dreadful amongst the heathens, what is very dreadful amongst the other nations, especially them small hats. Every time they hear that name, they turn away and run. They put their head down. They start looking at their feet and start walking. They run. They know their time is up. The times of these heathens is up. Let me get this right here. Get this one, and I'm going to get another one. I'm going to close out. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 19. Nevertheless, the foundations of thy power, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, standeth sure, having this seal. The Lord knoweth them that are his, and let everyone that nameth the name of Yahweh Shah Mashiach depart from iniquity. So when you got these names, you can't go back into the world. I can't go back. If I draw back into the world, it's a wrap. Let's get that right quick. Talking about drawing back. The Lord hates your guts when you go back into the world. This is the book of Luke, chapter 9 and verse 62. And Yahushua said unto them, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom. Just like the days of Lot. Lot and his wife. Lot was out. We out. His wife. Oh, hold on. I got my purse. I'm forgetting all my good stuff. What happened to Lot's wife when she looked back? Pillar of salt. Just like that. A pillar of salt. Just like that. But the Lord, you see, the world today didn't see those things that were happening in the ancient world. But the ancient world saw what happened in this world today. And they prophesied about a lot. A lot of them have visions about what took place in today's world. But today's world can't even envision what took place back then. See what I'm saying? So no man having to put his hand to the plow is fit for the kingdom. The Lord don't want you going back into the world. They had a movie, Leave the World Behind. So if they had a movie, Leave the World Behind, why would you want to go back into the world? No man that's put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom. You're not going to be fit. So calling on those names is terrible and dreadful amongst the heathen. You can't call the Lord anything. You know what I'm saying? 2/3 is this. Oh, yeah, I hear you. Oh, what's his name? Oh, all right. Yeah, holler at me. I'm all right. I'm good. The Lord knows my heart. And they gone. Our people is revolted and gone. This one more. I'm going to get this right here. Because drawn back into the world, nah. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul have no pleasure in him. So the Lord is not going to deal with you if you're in the world. You love the world more than you love the Father. You love money woman, and lust and fornication more than you love the Lord. That's sad. A lot of people run from the Lord right now. They running from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahusha, who they ignorantly keep calling God and Jesus and Esto Christos and Santa Maria and Allah and Buddha and all this madness. The Lord spoke Hebrew. He spoke Hebrew, my G. You feel me? He spoke Hebrew, man. So all of them that's coming in the wrong name is going to die. You calling on the wrong names, you're going to die. Simple as that. The Lord knows your ops. He knows what you're scared of. He knows your fears. He knows your nightmares. He knows those things. And he can always manifest what you fear. Oh, I'm scared of my ops. I don't want my ops running down on me. That's that. But I'm going to get this last precept and close out. Because eventually, there's a charagma coming. Everything is going digital. Right? Everything. They're going to get rid of paper money. Everything is going encrypted. Crypto means digital. Wallets, right? One day you're going to have to take a microchip in your right hand and your forehead. What are you going to do when chasing that bag and that bag becomes a microchip? What you going to do? You're going to have to put respects on the names of the Father and his only begotten Son. You're going to have to put respect on the names. That's just a fact at the end of the day. You're going to have to put respect on the names. The names is very important. You can't just call the Lord anything. You can't just call God anything. He has a particular name in the Hebrew language. It's very important. Because without those names, there's no deliverance. Them little small hats, them other nations, they know better. But our people are so ignorant, so docile with the music. Tupac knew better. He made music about the Lord. He always said something about God. He always, true story, he always thought about the Lord. But these new artists, I don't know what, they just nothing but demons. And when, okay, you a demon, the Lord is going to actually manifest one in front of their face one day. They're going to be in their room laying down. Sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is going to kick in. And you're going to see something dark in your room. Just like the Lord is going to come like Freddy Krueger. You got to go to sleep. You're going to go to sleep. You have to sleep. And he's going to catch you with that sleep paralysis. And you're going to see something demonic in your room. And what names are you going to call on? It ain't Jesus, Histo Christos. It ain't none of these Muslim rock worshipers. There ain't none of that. There ain't none of that. What are you going to call on? You going to call on Ghostbusters? Who you going to call? Who you going to call? You going to call Ghostbusters? When you see a demonic entity into your room while you sleeping, all doors automatically lock, all windows automatically shut, and like you see them horror films. Our people is docile, carnal, vainly, not spiritual. They always say, I'm spiritual. Well, if you spiritual, you will acknowledge the Lord because he creates all spirits, good and bad. So what names are you going to call on in that day? They know they're guilty for wickedness. That's why they cannot come into this light. They cannot come into the truth because they're guilty and dirty and nasty. And it's the truth. Let me get this and I'm going to close out. The names is very important, man. The names are very, very important. A lot of people playing with those names. They get the true ancient Paleo Hebrew name of the Lord. When Moses was speaking to the Lord in Hebrew, and the Lord was speaking back to him in Hebrew. They wasn't speaking English. They didn't even know what that was in that time. They lack a lot of wisdom. Our people lack a lot of wisdom today, man. They do. Just get this. This is Deuteronomy chapter 31 and verse 27. For I know thy rebellion and thy stiff neck. Behold, while I am yet alive with you this day, ye have been rebellious against the Lord. And how much more after my death? It's true. Same thing with Moses. Same days with Noah. Same days with Lot. Same days with Jeremiah. A lot of our people was rebellious and stiff-necked. Come on. Well, the Lord is about to judge everybody just now. Let's get this. You know, people, they know everything. Oh, I know, brother. I know. Then why you not doing the work? Y'all some big, hard-back men. Big men. Hard back. Tall. Mighty. Why y'all not doing the work? But the Lord said the mighty man in that day shall be as children, as infants, holding their loins, crying. Big men, like Shaq, crying like babies in that day. Watch. Let me get my closing precept, because I've been on here very long. I'm going to close out right now. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. But with that, I'm going to face the east and I'm going to close out. And I'm going to give praises, all praises right now. I'm going to go face the east. With that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder / bishop of Great Millstone, who taught me 100% of this truth, who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith, regardless if people here or forbear. Shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. God.